It has been a very up and down roller coaster with the Mets pitching so far this spring training, but we have a couple updates on some guys that are on their way back, being ready to make an impact on this year's team. Plus, the opening day starter has been announced, so we're going to get discussing on who it is and give my reaction and breakdown of what this means for the staff going forward. What is going on, everybody? Welcome on into this new edition of Mets Digest with your host, Michael DeAngelo. As you see on the screen, guys, we are still a little under 4K subscribers. I got to ask that you guys please hit that subscribe button. Anything roster news, trade updates, free agency rumors, trade rumors, injuries, all of that, it's discussed right here. This is your one-stop shop for everything New York Mets baseball. So you don't have to go through scrolling through Twitter, Instagram, TikTok all day long looking for your recent Mets news. We just put it right here in one spot for you. I've been killing it all spring training, trying to keep up to date. I was back home for a little bit, but now I'm back here in New York City getting ready for the season to come up. So I got to get these videos out for you guys. Let's get started. So, first thing we have on slate, reliever Dedniel Nunez is on his way back. He's thrown so far here in spring training and is feeling very healthy and is ready to pretty much be ready for opening day. He said that he was grateful to get back out there and that he feels healthy and feels strong, and he's trying to avoid to have any setbacks, and I'm just trying to continue to push forward. After this, he was asked by Anthony DiComo if he would be ready for opening day and simply just said yes. So you can expect, if all things go to plan still, you can expect Dedniel Nunez to be on that opening day roster coming out of that bullpen, something that we desperately need right now, especially with the starting rotation still kind of very depleted. We're going to really need the bullpen to pick things up and pick up a lot of innings while we have some of our main starters still trying to come back from injury. Guys like Sean Manaea, who has a strained oblique, Griffin Canning, who's now down, and Frankie Montas, who's out for a month, but should be back, hopefully throwing shortly. But as far as in the same regards of the starting pitching staff, the opening day starter has been announced, and it is going to be Clay Holmes. Now, my initial reaction to this is not the biggest surprise out there. Obviously, I was thinking that the opening day starter was going to be Kodai Senga, of course. But with the emergence of Clay Holmes in his, in the starting rotation, he has pretty much earned it. I mean, he's had under a 2 ERA throughout spring training. He's only given up around 4 or 5 hits, I think, in like 16 innings pitched. Only given up 3 walks and has struck out around like 15 batters. He's been putting up some great numbers this spring. And it's so cool to see this guy who has been in the bullpen his entire life and has just had such an up and down career when it comes to it. And then just, signs this big deal with the Mets. We, pronounce him as a starter immediately and is finding some pretty early success. Now, is it going to be success all year long? Probably not. He is going to go through some up and down times, especially with his physical shape and his conditioning, because being in shape to go out and make a start every 5 days versus coming out every other day in the bullpen is 2 different ball games that you have to learn how to play. So I'm excited to see what Clay Holmes does. Opening day starter is some pretty wild stuff. But I mean, look, he's made every one of his starts in spring training so far for the Mets. Kodai Senga has not. They're taking things slow with Kodai still, but you can probably expect him to be the number 2 starter or the number 3 starter on the day. He's still got guys like David Peterson, who's healthy, ready to go. Sean Manaea, they need to open up, keep us whatever spot they want him in. They have to keep that open for whenever he comes back, because it's going to be pretty shortly, and he's already up and starting a throwing program. So you have to keep that spot open for Sean Manaea, and they want to place Kodai wherever the spot is comfortable, whether that's before or after Sean. So, but let me know what you guys think about Clay Holmes being the opening star. It's a pretty bold move, but I'm here for it, honestly. He definitely deserves it. I just want to see how deep he can really go. I mean, during these starts in spring training, he's really only gone, past 3 innings, I think twice. So I don't know what the endurance factor is looking like here when it comes to a guy like Kodai Senga, but I or excuse me, Clay Holmes. Keeping up with pitching news. Now, do you guys remember Matt Allan? I mean, this guy was drafted in the third round back in 2019 and has had 3 surgeries in the past 21 months. Has never made it past single A with the Mets due to the fact that he just cannot stay on the baseball field. This guy was in our top 5 prospects for for the last few years. I mean, probably before like the 2021 season when he finally fell out of that list. But scars rain up and down his arm at this point, and he is still out here trying to make an MLB comeback. And Anthony DeComo reports just now that his fastball was up to 99 miles an hour, and he was back out on the field yesterday. According to multiple people that were present at spring training practice, he struck out 4 batters in 2 innings in his live BP. And, we don't know what Matt Allan is capable of at this point. I mean, we've never seen him make it past single A, and so I'm not going to sit here and say that this guy could be a huge reinforcement, because, I mean, we have no idea where, he stands, control-wise, experience-wise, rehab-wise. Is he really healthy? I mean, look, he says that the dream is still there, and, says that, he's still getting caught up and, trying to, stay grounded where he's at, stay on his feet, and not try to get too ahead of himself. But, I mean, what is there not to like about this? I mean, this guy, usually when you're a top prospect and you make it this far in your career and you still haven't been past single A due to injuries, normally you just call it quits. But, Matt Allan has still been trying. I mean, he's had more surgeries than Jacob deGrom and Matt Harvey almost combined. I mean, so the fact that he's still pursuing this and pushing, I mean, can you really blame the guy? I look, with the way the pitching staff has been going so far here in the major leagues with these injuries, I would take any reinforcements at this point. Now, I don't know where Matt Allan is going to get placed, whether that's, back in single A, or maybe he might move up to double A. They might start him in double A. I have no idea. But the fact is that when it comes to pitching reinforcements, from the minor leagues, you're really only looking at guys like Brandon Sproat and Nolan McLean, who can maybe come up and make an impact on the major leagues at this point. So we definitely need more bodies that can come up from the minor leagues and be able to eat up some innings throughout the middle of the season. And I'm hoping that Matt Allan could be something like that maybe next season. Maybe. I mean, this season, look, baseball's a crazy game. We've seen crazier things happen with prospects. Guys get drafted the same year and are getting pulled up to the major leagues the same year they're getting drafted at this point. So anything can happen now. He could just come up and just keep that 99 velocity with insane control throughout the whole year and get pulled up in September. We have no idea, but it's definitely something to look out for, because this guy is definitely relentless. I mean, he was drafted back in 2019, still has never made it past single A, and, he's still looking to make an impact. We've never even traded him, too. That's the other crazy part. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about all of this. Let me know what you guys think about Clay Holmes being the opening day starter. That, that's could be a pretty controversial topic, considering that he's brand new and Kodai Senga is is one of the longer tenured Mets starters on the staff so far. So let me know what you guys think about all that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, everybody.